In today's video, join me in hiking up some beautiful peaks, cooking up some heartwarming food, and learning some valuable lessons along the way. This wasn't the easiest trip, but still a great one all the same. Enjoy. I must admit, I did cheat a bit today. Took the lift up. That's okay. We're just looking for something a bit chill today, not too crazy. So yeah, let's do it. So we're gonna be going right up here. As we get higher and higher, some glaciers start coming into view. Really, really beautiful up here. There's the summit, right there, almost there. From the summit it should be a lot easier going, a lot flatter. There's actually a hut down there. Quite a nice one. I stayed there in the winter and some very good food, owned by a couple of Nepali people. I put some pictures of that on the screen now. After we come over this ridge, you'll get a good view of the summits I'm going to be doing today. First, we're going to be coming along here, then over to these summits here. Maybe we go here, but it's not really the main goal for today. We'll see what happens though. Still a lot of daylight left. Almost at the other summit now. Looks pretty scrambly again, but I don't mind. Quite enjoy it actually. So many butterflies around here. I'm trying to get the flowers. And they're gone. Definitely getting a bit scrambly now. Some exposed sections over here. Gotta be careful now. Gotta focus. So the summit I was pointing out before is actually up there. Don't really have a helmet or anything or kind of any safety gear, and it's quite steep, and yeah, I think I'm gonna have to leave this one. I think it's not really worth it. Time for a little break, I think. Eat something, drink something, get a bit of energy back. Addicted to these. Push off. Made it down off this mountain here. Next, we gotta go up there. Then from that ridge, we follow this ridge, and then we go up there. Not sure if I'm gonna be camping there, or there should be a little lake just around that ridge right there. So we'll see. Either way, should be really beautiful. Sheep down there. Hear their bells. And there it is. Right there. Not too long yet. The trail all looks so similar, so you really have to be looking out for those red markers. Otherwise, it's pretty easy to get turned around. Not lost or anything, but just, yeah, you won't be on the path. I thought this was wood, but it's just really wood-shaped rocks. Never seen that before. Damn, nature, you crazy. Lost the marker again. Right there. Gotta go up. Just saw this as I came up here. Do not want to fall down there. Did not even see it up until I was right there. So, gotta keep your eyes peeled. Alright, finally kind of out of this scrambly stuff. Now we have a bit of a path to follow. I like the scrambly stuff, but I also don't mind a nice path after a lot of scrambling. So, there she is up there. Last bit. And back to a bit more scrambling. Don't think there's much left though. Not bad, not bad. Here we are. Last summit for the day. And the view is pretty good. So, I was planning sleeping up there, but it's just a bit too windy. I think we're going to drop down just a bit here. I think that would be a pretty good spot to spend the night. Thought the camera fell for a second, not gonna lie. So, just got down to the lake part. See the lakes just around there. Very, very beautiful. Still some wind, but should be okay. And gonna start setting up camp now. Today we're going to be eating some Käsespätzle. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but this stuff is incredible. This is going to take a while. I also added in some of those sausages from earlier for a bit of salt and pepper. Probably has enough of that, but oh well. One apple teeth. Okay, that's good. That'll do just fine. Nice. Look at that. Pretty good. So I made a bit of a mistake. I should have known better, but there's a bunch of running water around here and just lots of water in general around here. So there's a lot of dew and moisture in the air. And then I went to go in my sleeping bag, and yeah, it was actually starting to get quite wet. Not soaking or anything, but you know, you touch the top of it, and yeah, it was quite wet. So I just hurried up and laid out the tarp real quick, just with some stones. Yeah, lesson learned. I've known that can happen before, but just wasn't paying attention. But should be fine. It's a synthetic sleeping bag, so shouldn't affect the performance as badly as like a down sleeping bag or something. Should be fine. Got everything set up. Was a little bit stressful getting all the tarp adjusted and all that kind of stuff. And I was a bit worried that my stuff would get a bit too wet, but it's all fine now. I am tired. So I think I'm gonna hit the hay. Alright. See you guys tomorrow. So, good morning. Quite a beautiful morning. Last night was not so nice though. That sucks quite a bit. Basically, it was my fault, and I forgot my 10 pegs. So I couldn't properly stake out my tarp. So what happened is, whenever there was any bit of wind, the whole thing would just start flapping like crazy. And also there was a bunch of condensation on the inside, so all that condensation, when the wind would come, would just splash on your face randomly at like 3 a.m. And then it wouldn't happen for like a half hour, and then you'd fall asleep, but then it would happen again, and then you'd wake up. So that really sucked. But it's completely avoidable, which is a nice thing, I guess. So yeah, my sleeping bag is pretty wet, but it's actually still quite warm. First, we're gonna have some coffee. It's quite cold out, so coffee is pretty welcomed. Everything's packed away. Now, let's head out of here. Just hiked from where I camped down there back up to the ridge we came from yesterday. And from here, I'm just gonna walk back pretty much the same way I came. Thanks very much for watching, and see you in the next one.